Oh, hi, Georgine. Hopefully everybody can see me and hear me okay. Oh, I better shut the door just in case anybody... So you're all shut in the room, craft room with me. Hi, Carol. Hi, Julie. Hi, Catherine. Can you give me a thumbs up if you can see me and hear me okay? Please. Hi, Anne. Give you something to look at instead of just my green mat. Hi, Elvina. Is that how you pronounce it? Hi, Elvina. Deborah, Jeanette. You can hear and see my mat, can you? I've put something there now so that you can see it. Hasn't it been lovely outside? Gorgeous. Hi, Dawn. Hi, Jean. I've missed these. I really have. So this one is a request tonight. Can't remember who it was that requested it. I believe it might have been Jackie, and I don't think she can make it tonight, or at least not all the time. She's dipping in and out. Elvina, I got it right. Hi, Janice. Is it your first time with us, Elvina? Or have you watched some of Phil's lives? Hi, Jenny. Hi, posh Melanie double-barreled name. Oh, you've missed me as well, have you? Oh, that's lovely. It's nice to get back into my craft room. Just doing your physio. I've been bouncing up and down on my gym ball just before I came live. Helps my back a little bit. So I've been doing my physio as well. Thanks, Jeanette. I thought that'd make you laugh, Melanie. So yeah, like I say, this one tonight is a request, and I'm sure it's Jackie. Hi, Sue. Hi, Paula. Cooking tea. Hubby cooked tea for me tonight. We had chicken Kievs, chips and peas. And then I polished it off with a nice little mini lolly. You've been a long time lurker, have you? Well, it's nice to meet you. Hi, Caroline. Hi, Wendy. Right, well, it's just after 7 o'clock. So I best get started. It's nice to have these light nights, isn't it? I probably still need my light though. But, right. Like I've said, this one is a request, and it was this card here that was in the latest box kit 12. Hi, Nina. And it's this one here. So I thought I would do this one, obviously with different papers, and instead of doing the plain circle base, hi Maureen, I thought I would do the, let me have a quick flick without showing you it all for those that haven't got their box kits yet, because there's another one that I'm sort of doing a little bit of that one as well. Oh crikey, where's it gone? I should have earmarked it, shouldn't I? Should have earmarked it. But I can't find it now. Hello, hello, hello. Ah, this one, the one that's on the front cover. So I'm going to be doing the same as this one, but I'm going to be doing some decoupaged butterflies. Oh, that's really hard, isn't it? Hi Jackie and Doreen and David. It really, well, yeah, what can I say? It's not much that I can say, Julie, is there really? No worries, Chrissy, we haven't started yet. I know when I was visiting my mum in hospital, you're there every day and you just don't know what the next day is going to bring, do you? Heat embossing, wow. We're going to do a little bit of heat embossing tonight. Right, so let's get going. The dies that I've used for this one is the Stitch Torn Circles. No. Hopefully I can give you some inspiration, Fran. It's my therapy as well, Julie. So what I've made the card base with, you can see there that I've got T at the top. Hi Karen. Oh no. Infestation of mice. Oh, that's my worst fear. You've got these, have you, Wendy? Brilliant. Hi, Caroline. Oh, with seeing Caroline and remembering about Georgine, tomorrow we've got 3 meetups. I don't know whether you've seen the crafty meetups listed on the Crafting with Phil Martin page. So tomorrow at Brayhead in Ayrshire, they're meeting up at Dobbies at 10:30, and also Manor Farm Shop Garden Centre at Leasingham at 12 o'clock. That one's Sleaford. And Wickford in Essex, and it's the church on Crouch Drive, and they're meeting at 11 o'clock. If you haven't got your name down and you'd like to join, just, I know you are, Jackie, I bet you're looking forward to it. Just let me know and I will put you in touch with the people that are coordinating them. How we'd cope with our down days without this fabulous... No, I know. It just keeps us going, doesn't it? Oh no. Yeah, if my dog sees a cat, it goes ballistic. So yeah, like I was saying, the Stitched Torn Circles, and it's the outside one I've used to cut 2 circles out of ice white card, and all I've done with the bottom is just taken a slither off the bottom so that when it stands up it doesn't rock about, and at the top I've just scored it, obviously opposite the bit at the bottom I've scored it at 1.5 centimetres, and that gives us the hinge to fix to the front of the card. And before I cut this one out, I just worked out with the size of the die how much paper I needed, and I stuck the paper to the card before I die cut. No worries, Emma. I've just mentioned the Wickford meeting. So it's an obsession. It certainly is, Jean. So we've got 3 meetups tomorrow. We've already had the one in Manchester, which I believe was week before last. Oh, brilliant, Chris. Yeah, well, at least you can get there. So all I'm going to do with this one is add glue to it. Oh, have I done that? Yeah. And I worked out that the T for the top. There we go. That's not quite, is it? Oh, there we go. So press that down. It's all right, Sharon, we've only just started. This one's your favourite, is it? Now, I wasn't really drawn to this one, but I thought today, do you know what? I'm going to give it a go. And I know this is a really bad thing to say. Most of it's going to be covered up. Not that I wanted to cover most of it up, but it's just nice. I know it is a background paper, but it's just nice to have it in the background. Oh, my iPad is running out of power. So which is gonna run out first, my phone or my iPad? So let's plug my iPad in first, and I'll have to keep an eye on my phone or go running for my other charger. Hi, Vicky. Torn edges are really nice, aren't they? I mean, you could go round the edge of this with an ink, and for this one, I've chosen one of the Versafine Claire inks, which is Glamorous, which goes with it really, really well. Oh, I wish I could be there. It is a pretty background. Yeah, so there you go. We've got our card base. And it won't rock about because we've got the little wedge out of the bottom. You can see there that we've taken that out, and then that will stand up with the hinge at the top just to make your card base. Right, so what we're going to do now is I have cut a circle. Hi, Linda. Water in the garden. I can hear my husband doing it outside. Did you say that you stuck the pattern paper? Yes, I did, Nina. I stuck it to white card and then I die cut it. To cut the middle out. Oh, yeah. I know what you mean, Julie. I always think of it after the event. So these are the debossed double stitch circles, and for this one I have used the third one in. So the third one in from the edge to cut another circle out of ice white card. And you can see here that I've drawn a grid on there. And I'm hoping I haven't left the lid off that glue. No, I haven't. I think I was just fiddling with it. So for this, I've used my glass mat. Now, I know this is going to cause a little bit of glare, but with the grids on here, I've just drawn a line top to bottom. And then using that line, I've turned it to match up with the ones going side to side. And I've done that line. And of course you've got the diagonal lines on here. So I've then lined it up that way to draw the diagonal lines, and they should all cross in the middle. Okay? Hi, Lozzie. Are you still in the paddling pool, or have you got out? So we're going to use this and a stamping platform. It was just that my glass mat I've seen had got the diagonal lines on it, and I thought this is a good way to get the marks on there. So put this in your stamping platform, and we are going to take the butterfly from the stamp set, from the box kit, and of course I'm going to use my piece of acetate. Just a bit hot in the craft room. Oh, bless you. So I'll try not to shout because I've stood up now, so I'm a little bit closer to my speaker. So we're going to have the edge of the wings near the outside, and the middle of the body going through the pencil line. Did that make sense? Let me bring it up. So you can see the line going through the centre, and I've put the points of the wings close to the edge and the line going through the centre of the body. So then we can pick that one up, and I'm going to use the VersaFine Claire Glamorous. Hi, Mel. Just wait for my iPad to catch up with me. There we go, that's the Glamorous. Lovely colour. And I'm going to ink this up. Oops, that made a bit of a mess. I was looking at your comments. And the beauty of having your stamping platform is that if the ink isn't dark enough, you can go back in again. But I think I'm happy with that one. And then you can turn it round to the next line. And I'm just having to tip it because my camera's directly above where I'm working, so it is a lovely colour, isn't it? So now that you've got the lines, you can match it up as you go around. Brilliant stuff. Not quite level, but good enough. And we're going to continue going round. And go all the way round. Yeah, spinning tops. Pretty close, yeah. Close enough. Close enough, I'm not going to worry about it being out. And of course, just make sure that you keep it on these two sides. Yep, close enough. And also what I've done as well is I've also stamped the butterflies onto the same pattern paper that we've got in the background. And then I've stuck them to card, and I've stamped this in the VersaFine Clair Nocturne, so that's the black ink. And I've stuck them to a piece of white card, just to give them a bit more sturdiness, because we're going to decoupage them up. So continuing round, yep, close enough. Having problems with your new phone. Oh no. So not only did you leave it at work yesterday, Jane, now you're having problems with it. Making sure that you stamp with even pressure. Does come out really well, doesn't it? I mean, the stamps that are in the box kits are not the same quality as Phil sells in his shop, so you don't have to press as hard on them, especially with the sentiments, because otherwise you can blur them. Nearly missed that one completely. Hi, Dorinda. Yes, yes, I've seen those, Chrissy. I don't know why, I just like making life hard for myself. Right, so we can take that out of there. Let me just clean my butterfly up. Don't put him away dirty. Now, obviously, with the pencil marks that you've got on the white card here, you don't want to be rubbing those out until the ink has completely dried. Otherwise, you will smudge your ink. Right, let me put that over there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the circle dies again, and I'm going to cut a circle out of the middle. So depending how far down you stamp your butterflies is to how big a circle you can get. Let's see how precise we've got it. Just under 4. Just under 4. I think we'll go with that. So let's put this down, and let me just disappearing off to my right to cut it out. Hopefully you can still hear me after I've been shouting in your ears for the last bit whilst I've been stamping the butterflies. Let's just put it through my die cutter. And I'm just using repositionable tape, the Scotch repositionable tape for this. So we've got that bit for Ron. So that was the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That was the 9th die in, the one that you can see turned over just there. You think you'd be able to do that, do you, Wendy? So let's put that over there. I wonder whether my ink is dry enough to rub out. Let's give it a go, shall we? Oh, I can't pick my rubber up. No, yeah, it's not too bad. Says me until I come to one where I'll just smudge it. But you can leave it longer so that it's dried, and then we just need the ones on the inside. Oh, we're going well. Going well. Yep, all the way there. Right, now I'm going to go round the edge with, what shall I use? I'll use one of my eyeshadow brushes and just go round the edge of the circle. So what have you all been doing in this heat? Oh, don't know what I did there. I'll cover that up. And then I'm going to go round the inside as well. These eyeshadow brushes are really good for doing this, as they're small in size, melting. Oh, bless you. You obviously don't like the heat. I know I took the dog for a walk earlier and it was like, oh, it's hot. It wasn't on concrete though, it was on grass, and he had water with him. Right, let's see if I can get gave the dog a bath. Went through a whole bottle of water. I'm not surprised. Let's see if we can get rid of that bit of... Or, if you can't get rid of it, the next best thing is to use a gel pen, if you can get it working, and just try and cover it up. Just been baking and knitting. Yeah, I've been doing a bit of crochet as well, Emma. So we're going to have that on there, and we're going to have that raised up. So I'll just put some sticky pads on the back. Quiet all of a sudden, concentrating. I was actually trying to earwig somebody talking outside my window. So, have you done the monthly challenge this month, anybody? So they're going to go on there. And what I've done is I've cut some of the butterflies out already. So I've used the same pattern paper as we did with the background. Oh, brilliant, Sue. Is it on the site yet? Have you put it on? So this was the same butterfly that I just stamped onto the same pattern paper with VersaFine Clair Nocturne ink, which is the black ink. Brilliant, Jackie. And I put it onto white card just to give it a little bit more sturdiness. It is quite thick, but I like to have mine a little bit more sturdy. So I cut all of those out and I've just been left with these two. So I'll just quickly cut these out. And I'm leaving a little bit of space around the edge just for a little bit of definition. Trying not to cut the antennae off. Who was it who had a go at, was it you, Jackie, that had a go at doing, no, it was Jean, wasn't it? Jean Tondy had a go at doing Phil's printing with the acrylic, the chalky paints. Saz on the lid. What? What about on the lid? What's on the lid? Oh, Saz on my lid. Yeah, on my ink. That's because I used to do workshops, so if everybody took all of their things with them, it was nice to be able to know whose was whose. And if you're noticing, it's the paper that I'm moving and not the scissors. Brilliant. I think we've got lots of entries in this month's challenge, haven't we? So you may all have noticed that there is, it's a shabby butterfly, and Phil's already got to him and he's only got half an antennae. You've probably already noticed that as you've been doing your makes. Who's got the box kit and who's been playing with it? Anybody? The challenges on the Crafting with Phil Martin and Sentimentally Yours Facebook group. So if you're not a part of that, search for the group and you'll be asked a few questions to join. But once you've answered them successfully, then hopefully you'll be accepted into the group. And I think the challenges are put on the group, aren't they? So if you're not part of the group, then get onto the group and then you can see the challenges. All I'm doing there is I'm just taking the corners off there just to round the antennae. All right, rotating platform I got was from old to new. We talking about abuse of insects. We've had quite a few wasps in the house today. Has anybody else had any? Excuse me. Right, so all I'm doing with this, let me stand up so and just have a quick drink. Plenty of drink today. So all I'm doing is putting my thumb nail at the side and I'm just pushing up. So that just leaves the body, so which is where you're going to add the glue to. So I've done it on that one, that one, that one, and that one. So thumbnail on the body, press it up. Thumbnail on the body, press it up. And I think you'll agree it looks lovely in the colours, and obviously they they all vary in colour because of the change. So let's just make sure that we don't get all the colours together. So that's a dark one, and that's a dark one. Pinky, 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 pinky. Yeah, so we'll glue those down. I'm not going to do it with glue gel. Ah, homework. Oh, right. I must have opened the window and got rid of about 6 of them today in the kitchen. So I'm just putting a little bit of glue on the back of that, and I'm just flattening it out so that I can see if I get it. I won't pull them up yet. Get it level with the stamped image of the butterfly. Yeah, I don't know why. Normally at the end of the season, you get them going silly and dashing into things. Yes, Georgine. Have to have a play, won't you? Are you getting together with them? I know you're seeing Caroline tomorrow. So we're just adding the glue to the back of the body, lining it up. Sorry, you probably can't see me. Lining it up with the stamped image underneath, so that we know we've got it square. Lots of honeybees. Oh, we want lots of bees, don't we? They say they're in decline. Nearly there. It's not going to be a very long one tonight. I say this one was a request, so I thought I'd try and mix it up a little bit. Oh, crikey. That was big then, Emma. So if you have got cards that you've seen that you would like to have... Oh, no. Don't like those phone calls, Jean. Yeah, if you see a card, I'm letting myself in for it now, aren't I? And you're not sure how it's made, then drop me a message and I'll see if I can get my head round it and maybe do it on a live to show you. Or if there's any techniques that you'd like. I know Phil did the printing with the acrylic block. Doesn't that look lovely? And you've got the pink underneath. No, I've not really noticed any spiders. Yeah, it sounded as though it was big enough for a bird. Oh no, Jean. Right, so that is going to go on there, but I'm not going to stick it on yet because we're going to do our sentiment. So I'm bringing out the stamping platform again, and this time I'm going to be stamping onto vellum, and I'm going to have it so that it's shabby at the edges, and if you tear towards yourself you get a white edge. Now I'm going to have the sentiment going through the middle of here, so I want it about there. Again, this is just a mix-up of mine. What are coming bigger and bigger? Spiders? Ugh. I don't mind spiders, actually. Oh. We don't need doom and gloom, do we? Don't need doom and gloom. So, I think we're going to use the with lots of love to you both sentiment. Oh, now my phone is low, so try not to knock everything flying and plug that in. Otherwise I shall disappear. It is, yeah. It's my old parchment vellum. I don't know what GSM it is because it wasn't in the package. So we're going to be using the with lots of love to you both, and I'm going to be stamping in the VersaFine Claire Glamorous, and I'm going to be embossing with the Superfine Crystal Clear. So I've got my heat gun here, and I've got my anti-static. That's it. It's just got the anti-static powder in there, but it's a brush. So that'll stop specks getting on it. And then hopefully try and get my head in there, get it straight. Pick that up. And like I say, I'm going to stamp that in the Glamorous. My sister can't stand spiders, and she won't even go into a room, but I don't mind them. So I'm just going to press that down and make sure even pressure, not too hard. Yeah, butterflies landed on my wrist. No, flies are definitely not welcome. So let me get a piece of paper. And sprinkle it with the embossing powder. Just give it a bit of a, not too much of one, because I don't want to go and knock it all off. Yeah, I think that's okay. We can put the rest of it back in the bottle. Crash. No, like I say, I don't mind spiders. I don't like mice and... Right, so I'm just going to warm my heat tool up. Don't think I can get the lead. Oh yes, I can. And turn it so that I can see it. Changing. Apologies if I knocked you. Just trying to get my heat gun underneath the camera so you can see there that we've got it embossed, and you can see there that you've got the pink colour to go with the pink that we used for the butterflies. So let's put that back there. You don't like people, Jean. So with this, it is going to go behind here. So we want it equal distance either side and top and bottom. So if I take these two off either side, then we can line it up. And I've used the foam pads underneath to raise it up, and then I'm going to cut the excess off. It's nice to use vellum sometimes, or parchment sometimes. It just gives a little bit of a different texture. Oh, sorry, Jean, I have to be. Oh, nice is overrated sometimes with people, isn't it? Sometimes you just can't help stupid. Sorry. Now, I'm pleased I don't have to deal with public in shops. I bet you see some all sorts, don't you? Oops, I pulled that out. Yeah. Have to be nice when you work in a shop. Right, I'm going to put some glue on the foam pads just so that I can get it in the right place and move it if I need to. And make sure I'll do that. So make sure that yep, I think that's in the middle of the card. So you can see that just gives a little bit of texture, and you can, oh, is that my ink or has my finger been bleeding? No, I think it was my ink. You can curl the edges a little bit so that you can see some definition on that. There we go. Bend the butterflies up a little bit. And I think we'll try and find some gems just to go on here. I haven't looked my gems out. Where are they? Let's see which ones I can find. Which ones do we think? They're quite nice. They'd go quite nicely with it, wouldn't they? Oops. Oh, lovely. Thanks, Linda. Thanks, Lozzie. These are marshmallow latte. That sounds nice. So, do we want the bigger ones or do we want the smaller ones? What do you think? I think the smaller ones. Yeah, I've decided smaller ones. And do we want them in between the butterflies as well? I think so. I think it breaks it up, doesn't it? Oops. It's difficult with looking underneath the... What are we all saying? Sound just like Phil. What do I think? And then go and do it myself. I think sometimes you just answer your own questions, don't you? They're lovely, aren't they? Hi, Jackie. Was it you that asked for this card? I have a feeling it probably was. Aren't they gorgeous? Marshmallow latte. So, get my glue. Oh, yes, yes. I see what you mean now, Deirdre. They do, don't they? Make sure that I don't fire them off all in different directions. This is not fair because I'm having to craft and I can't keep up with what you're all saying. Oops. It is. I thought it was you, Jackie. So I've done a mixture of my card and one of the other cards in there where the butterflies were decoupaged. So hopefully I've killed two birds with one stone, figuratively speaking, before you get the RSPCA onto me, or the RSPB, about killing birds. Yes, definitely need these gems. There's some lovely mixture ones. They are on the website. Deep in concentration. Oh. Where did I start? Not there. Pick that up. It's hot under this light now. And I've closed the bedroom window just in case there was any sounds outside this evening. Yeah, I did that one. I think it was just off Amazon. This is Phil's PVA glue, but I find it easier to use the smaller applicator. So these ones are marshmallow latte. These ones here, they're a mixture one as well. They'd have gone quite nicely. Velvet teal. What are the mixture ones have I got? Oh, raspberry coolie. They're quite nice as well. Deeper colour, they'd have gone lovely. Yeah, that's all the mixture ones that I've got. So there you go. We have our card. Let me bring it up for you. Using the Sherbet Sunrise. I haven't got those. I shall have to have a look. Get rid of the message on my phone so you can see that we've stamped underneath and we've decoupaged the butterflies on top, and I put these onto white card just to make them a little bit more sturdy. We inked round the outside and the inside of the circle. We stamped a sentiment onto parchment or vellum, and then we put the card, the paper, onto the card before we die cut. And then on the back we did a hinge there to stick the back to the front, and at the bottom just cut a straight line so that it stands up. And there you've got tonight's card. And that was thanks to Jackie wanting me to do that one. So like I say, if you have anything that you want to know, what's that? And haven't done any crafting for a few years. Ordered 100. Oh dear, no. You need to craft with them. So hopefully you'll all give this a go. You've got your box kits through your doors now, and it was the VersaFine Claire Glamorous ink that I used for this one. You could use a Distress Oxide, but obviously stamping with a stamping with a Distress Oxide onto your parchment or vellum would probably be a little bit blotchy. So obviously with the permanent one, you get a better impression. So hope you enjoyed that tonight. It's not a lengthy one, but hopefully it's answered some of your questions. And you could put glitter on the tips. I'll let you do that to yours when you make them. So there we go. Thank you very much for joining me. And hopefully the people in Ayrshire, Leasingham and Wickford have great get-togethers, and we look forward to seeing your photos. Thank you ever so much, and I will see you in the group on Thursday night, and I'll be with you again next week. Lovely. Thanks very much. Bye.